4 social community needs. So I'm kind of going to break down now what that social level on Maslow. I'm going to break it down into 4 different specific social needs. Okay, social community needs that we want, that we look for on a regular basis. So just going to delve into it. When we did isolation impacts before, we didn't get into this much detail. We just kind of went, okay, we know we've got it and what a couple of things to stop it. But there are 4 distinct social community needs. So let's have a look at them. The first one is the need for communication. Okay, so the ability for members to easily share with each other, meets the safety needs and also supports the love and belonging and esteem needs. Now, if you remember Maslow, what it's trying to get at there is communication affects more than just the social need. So where it says love and belonging, that is the social need. Okay, so on some forms of Maslow, if you were to Google Maslow's hierarchy of needs, okay, where's mine said physiological, security, social, esteem and self-actualization. Those are the 5 levels of Maslow. On some of them, instead of it saying social, it says love and belonging. Okay, I suppose you could use that if you want. It's a little bit fluffy for me. And certainly when you're looking at this sometimes from a business point of view, people kind of look at it and go, love and belonging, really? So a social need is more than just a conversation. That's what I'm trying to get at. And sometimes on Maslow's hierarchy, that social level is actually called love and belonging. Okay? But the other thing that communication would also do is help with people's safety or security needs as well. Because knowledge is power. So if you communicate on a regular basis, if you give them information, a little bit like the daily updates that the government try and give us, or I'm not sure it is daily at the moment actually, is it? Unless I've missed a couple, I'm not sure that they're doing daily updates on these things at the moment. Tell me if I'm wrong there, guys, but to be honest, I might have turned off from them, because too much negative news is not good for anybody. But it will also help with that, and it will also help with esteem needs. So communication is key, as we've said. We know that, and when people normally think social, it's normally communication that they think about, talking to other people, being with other people, and so on and so on and so on. Okay. This may be as simple as sending a short message to others in the community to let them know what's happening. So communication and information, but they are 2 different, slightly different things, communication and information. Okay, information is moving data, if that makes sense. So I'm going to tell you this information. Communication is 2 people in it together. It's quite easy to give information in a conversation, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're communicating. Okay, so if I was running a communication course now, we would be talking about that in detail. There's a big difference between giving people information and communicating. They normally get lumped together as the same thing. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Who are you going to connect with this week? Yeah, remember, this is all about managing isolation. So don't just go through the week and go, do you know what, I've hardly spoke to anybody this week because I got busy. Put some time in to make sure you're doing that. Really, really quite important. Okay, so number 2 is connect. Number 3 is contributing. Again, a connection is not just one way. You've got to contribute as well. Helping others and being able to recognize the contributions of others fulfills the self-esteem need as well as the social need. So you'll notice on Maslow, after the social, you've got self-esteem that comes in there, and they kind of, all of these are linked together, obviously. Who could you help this week? Act of random kindness. I really, really like that. Yeah. I don't know if anybody's seen Evan Almighty, but right at the end he says, how do you deal with it all? And he just says 1 act of random kindness each day, and act random kindness spells ark. There you go. And Evan Almighty, obviously, he had to build the ark. So the point is, if you help other people, and you find some way to contribute, it helps you build your self-esteem. It means you are connecting with other people at the same time, which satisfies your social need. And again, there's a couple of top needs of Maslow that you are satisfying at that point. Okay? Providing kudos to each other for contribution as well. So telling somebody, you know, do you know what? When you rang me yesterday, I know we chatted about nonsense for a couple of minutes, but actually that really made a difference. So thank you for that. It's that sort of thing when people are isolated and you can't see them face to face that people really kind of need. You know, the clap for the carers, the people that are on the front line but also feeling isolated. You know, that clap for the carers. That's what it was all about, wasn't it? Yeah, or clap for the heroes or whatever. I think they started that again, but I'm not sure whether it happened or not. Maybe because it's in the middle of winter, I don't know, and it's freezing and dark at 8 o'clock. I have no idea. But that was just a way of everybody kind of giving kudos, wasn't it? In order their contribution to that social need. What's going on? And then finally, create. Okay, the ability to create and/or work together on a shared problem helps meet the self-actualization need as well as the social interaction. So self-actualization, if you've not come across Maslow before, is the pinnacle of the human state, if that makes sense. It's the point where you are as happy as you can be, okay? And this is creating the ability of working together in order for you to be highly motivated. So it kind of got a double whammy, this one. Of course it helps your social needs, but at the same time you may be able to tick a box and self-actuate at the same time. So for instance, you know, doing this session today, you know, we are connecting sociably. You know, I've had a quick chat with Kim this morning, and I had a chat with John Donnelly this morning, face to face. The rest of you have been talking to me via the chat. You've seen me. So if you're in your office today and you've got to get your head down and do something important for the rest of the day, you might not connect with anybody else. Doing this sort of thing, not only do we learn stuff, hopefully, but there is a social connection. And I know this is quite important. You know, Peter Law and I have talked about this quite a lot, of the benefit these sessions have had for people. And yes, there's a knowledge transfer, hopefully, but there's also actually, do you know what? It breaks up the day, it breaks up the week. You actually get to see a new face. We actually, you know, get to actually do something different to generally what we're doing. And all of that type of stuff will help create the social connection, but also help people self-actualize during the day as well. Okay, so that's number 4. There's one more. Thinking grows exponentially when connected to another person. So that's quite an important point that you've got there. Just bear with me a second. Just thought I heard that camera click. Oh no, we're still good. Thinking grows exponentially when connected to another person. So you know, they say kind of like 2 brains better than 1. Yeah, 2 people better than 1. You don't just get double the output when there's 2 people that are firing on both cylinders, connecting well together and thinking how to solve a problem. It's exponentially better. And the reason for that is you don't just get individual thinking, you get ideas that are bouncing off each other and taking each other down different routes. So just bear that in mind as well. Even if you're kind of standing there going, I just don't really see the point of connecting with other people. Even if you're saying that now, which I don't think you will be, but even if you were saying that, knowing the benefits of connecting to other people actually is majorly important for isolation impact. Even if you don't buy into any of that, the fact that working with somebody else, thinking is exponentially better. Or when there's more than 1 person, exponentially better when you've got 2 people connecting. So again, there's another great reason to be sociable and connect with other people.